Hey, my name is Bill Marion. I'm high atop the Blue Ridge Parkway overlooking Sharp Top Mountain, and this is A Nose for Life. Yes, I still have a couple of other videos about Sharp Top Mountain in our Blue Ridge Parkway and Virginia playlist, but I can't get enough of this mountain and this amazing valley. I'll post links to my other videos of this area, including a video of me hiking Sharp Top at the end of this video. You'll want to check out that video for sure, but if you haven't watched either of those videos, here's a quick review. Sharp Top Mountain is in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia, and it's a part of the Peaks of Otter. The Peaks of Otter is one of the most popular stops along the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia, and it includes 3 mountain peaks above the town of Bedford. The name of these peaks are Harkening Hill, Flat Top, and Sharp Top. One of the only 2 lodges on the entire parkway is at the foot of these 3 mountains. It's a quaint lodge, and we like it. It's a completely different experience than the Pisgah Inn, also on the Blue Ridge Parkway, but in North Carolina. But I've already made a video about that, so well, moving on. These mountains are historic. Come to think of it, all mountains are historic. And you know the drill. Native Americans were visiting this region about 8,000 years ago. Then the Scotch came in the 1750s. And at some point, Bigfoot and UFOs came in. But that's for later in the video. Well, maybe. Mentioning this next fact is a little cliche, but if you visit any website that talks about Sharp Top, you'll learn that in 1815, Thomas Jefferson tried to measure the mountain using trigonometry and, from what I understand, chains. Jefferson said that these mountains were the highest in these here United States of America. And he was wrong because he was better at writing than math. Sharp Top isn't even the tallest mountain in Virginia, not by a long shot. But give Thomas a break. After all, he's my favorite character in Hamilton. Sharp Top is only 3,875 feet, so it's just over half the height of Mount Mitchell in North Carolina. But it's one of my all-time favorite hikes and one of my favorite mountains in Virginia. And it turns out it's one of the most popular hikes in Virginia. But I've already made that video too. And speaking of making other videos, we were working on another video when driving through this area, and honestly, I just couldn't get enough of this amazing mountain and everything around it, including this amazing valley. So I kept recording, and that's how this video was born. The Peaks of Otter stretch over Goose Creek Valley, and there are several overlooks on this stretch of the parkway. Try not to stop at every single overlook along the stretch. I dare you. It's just a breathtaking area. You ever see a place again and again and you wonder if there's more to the story? See, I think there's more to the story when it comes to these mountains, and by these mountains I mean the Peaks of Otter, and by Peaks of Otter I mean Sharp Top Mountain. But I just can't find anything. Sharp Top Mountain is as clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
A B-52 crashed into the mountain back in the 1940s. There's a plaque just a short hike from the summit, and you can still find wreckage of that crash today. I talk a little bit about that in my other Sharp Top videos. I don't think my curiosity has anything to do with that crash, though. I just think there's more to this mountain, and now I'm convinced. Why? Well, because I can't find a single thing about it on the internet. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. No, seriously, do this experiment on your own. Type in the name of a mountain or a river, some type of location, and then add conspiracy or add aliens, UFOs, and you know, the usual clickbait will pop up. But not with Sharp Top. Nothing weird comes up, at least not for me. I mean, look, you can open up another browser and leave a comment letting me know if you get anything crazy when you add Sharp Top Mountain conspiracy or UFO. I got nothing, which is weird. And this is the internet we're talking about, the sewer of information. Surely somebody has at least made up a story about Sharp Top Mountain, but I didn't find anything. Mysteries aside, this mountain is very unique and maybe even strange, but it's definitely beautiful. I had to change my search strategy, and I started using other landmarks in places close to Sharp Top. I did learn that back in 2015, a sober woman called 911 claiming she saw Bigfoot and a Bigfoot baby. The woman said Bigfoot looked like Chewbacca and it was about 9 feet tall, and the baby was 3 feet tall. But the sighting wasn't on Sharp Top, not exactly. But that's all I could find. A Bigfoot mama and baby. Hey, real quick, I hate to be a nuisance, and I know you're asked to do this on every single video you watch on YouTube, but according to our channel statistics, an overwhelming majority of our faithful viewers, even people who leave a comment on our videos, aren't subscribed to the channel. I know it's annoying, and it may seem like it's no big deal, but I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and click that little bell for notifications. If you enjoy any of our videos, subscribing, clicking the bell, and leaving a comment helps more than you can imagine. We try to respond to every single comment. Thank you so much in advance for helping our channel. And speaking of UFOs, Virginia is ranked 16th in UFO sightings. Not bad, Virginia, not bad at all. But most of Virginia's UFO sightings are around Virginia Beach. And there's probably a good reason. Lots of military bases around Virginia Beach. Remember, just because it's unidentifiable to the observer doesn't mean it's alien life from another planet. It just means that the observer doesn't know what it is. In 2020, UFO sightings were up everywhere. Why? Well, probably because more people were outside or hanging out in the backyard at night. And it turns out, over the past 50 years, the night skies are pretty busy these days. Nevertheless, I can't believe that there's not even a UFO sighting around Sharp Top. So far, I'm not any closer to finding out the T on Sharp Top Mountain. And about Bigfoot. We've talked about Bigfoot on this channel a few times. Why? Well, we're in the mountains all over the US, and Bigfoot iconography turns up everywhere. At this point, Bigfoot is kind of like Mickey Mouse, but no one owns the trademark on Bigfoot, so you're not going to get sued for using Bigfoot's likeness. Obviously, Bigfoot needs an agent. You know, at this point, Bigfoot is more like a mascot for hikers. As much as I'm in the woods, which is a lot, I've never seen Bigfoot. I have seen bears, lots of bears, and when I hear about Bigfoot sightings, I'm always assuming, well, it's probably a bear. There are exceptions, but it's beyond the scope of this video. But let's just say Bigfoot-like creatures do roam freely in the mountains all over the US. That's still not the vibe I get from Sharp Top Mountain. It seems like the kind of place where myths and legends are born. There are numerous hiking websites praising Sharp Top and give the usual information pertaining to hikers. And here's what's funny, they all mention insects. High atop this rocky mount, despite the higher elevation and cooler temperatures, you are carried away by insects. It was the same when I hiked to the summit, and like I said, it's not just me. Blood-sucking flies and blood-sucking mosquitoes are everywhere. But this isn't exactly uncommon. I've hiked some mountaintops in West Virginia that in the summer, they simply don't make enough insect repellent to do the job. But that's only the case in the middle of the summer, and it has a lot to do with how wet it is in West Virginia, even on the mountaintops. On a side note, the weather here at Sharp Top is much different than it is across the Great Valley and onto the Alleghenies in West Virginia. The Alleghenies are much colder. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Anyway, biting flies on Sharp Top. Biting flies by the millions. And it begins in the earliest of the spring and lasts way longer into cold weather than you might imagine. But is that weird? Yes, it actually is. But it's explainable. Here's a real problem with my mysterious Sharp Top. This area has been a popular tourist destination for over 100 years. I can make an entire full-length video about tourism at Peaks of Otter. Wait, I've already done that. But the point I'm really trying to make is that people have been hiking the peaks since, well, forever ago. Think about it. Thomas Jefferson was trying to measure Sharp Top back in 1815. It's been a popular hike for a very long time now. In other words, it's been a tourist destination for almost as long as the US has been a country. Could it be that Sharp Top doesn't hold any mysterious secrets at all? None whatsoever? We've lived in the state of Virginia now for about 4 years, almost 4 years, and this is a mountain that I just can't get enough of, Sharp Top Mountain. Billy McDaniel and I hiked Old Rag recently, and it was amazing, and that is another one of those mountains that just kind of sticks in your mind. It's so unique. And the other mountain that's so unique in the state of Virginia, right back there, Sharp Top Mountain, one of my favorite mountains here. And so I just wanted to post a quick video today and show you some amazing scenery all over this area as it's about to turn fall. It's slowly coming. You can feel it in the air. It feels great. And I'm sure you're as excited as I am. The truth is that these mountains inspire one's imagination, and it's almost like they deserve a secret to keep, even if their personal life seems to be transparent, considering you can literally climb all over them. There are trails in every direction. Still, you would think that someone would at least make up a story about Sharp Top, maybe for attention, clickbait, something. You know, I'm thankful the internet was barely a baby when I was in my first couple of years of college, and YouTube was a long way down the road. If you think I'm a moron now, you should have known me way back then. My uninformed imagination was always looking for a story, and Sharp Top makes for the perfect setting for a "you'll never believe what happened to me on this crazy mountain" kind of tale. Here's some channel housekeeping. We've been extremely busy for the past several weeks, so we're a little behind in our videos, but we promise to make up for it. This is our last summer video for 2021. Our next videos will focus on fall, highlighting the amazing autumn colors. But if you're like us and you love chasing fall colors around the Appalachian Mountains, the real question everyone's asking is, well, did we get enough rain in the early part of the summer for the fall colors to really pop this year? Well, we're going to find out, and we're taking you with us. After all, 'tis the season to make apple butter and wear pumpkin spice aftershave. So you want to make sure you're subscribed and that you've clicked the bell for notifications. If you're interested in the Peaks of Otter or Sharp Top Mountain, here are some videos you'll enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life.